Well, hello there and good evening, YouTube. I'm William Brantley reporting live from Bemis, Tennessee. Today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days momentarily. It turned out to be a beautiful day today once the sun broke out this morning around 9 o'clock. It turned out to be a sunny day but a cold day. But at least didn't have any precipitation. There was a little clouds over in Middle Tennessee earlier this evening that created a few snow flurries according to the radar, but don't know if it actually made it all the way to the ground or not. I'll show you that in a few moments, but most of that's already dissipated according to the radar. It probably was Virga over there, which is precipitation that evaporates as it falls, but before it makes it to the ground. But I did get a report from someone that it was snowing some over in Nashville back around the 7 o'clock time frame. So it might have had a little snow over toward Nashville, but it didn't quite make it all the way over here to Jackson. I think it's kind of got between Parsons and Centerville was the closest it got to us here in Jackson. Alright, other than that, there was a cold day like I mentioned. I'll go ahead and get to the climate data. Today, the current temperature as of 10:49 p.m. here is 24 degrees, which is the low for the day. We're back at it. Got another hour to go before I can call it a 24-hour low. The high today did get up to 34 degrees. It did barely get above freezing, but it did get above freezing. Of course, no rainfall fell here today. Of course, I had 1.57 inches of rain yesterday and wound up with a quarter of an inch of snow last night here in the Bemis area. Alright, otherwise, the highest wind gust today would be 37 miles per hour out of the northwest at 12:32 a.m. Yesterday's highest wind gust was northwest at 41 miles per hour. It was yesterday's highest wind gust. And again, today's was 37 miles per hour. And today's occurred shortly after midnight. There's no sure time given or specific time given for yesterday's. I just know it occurred sometime between 12:01 to 11:59 p.m. last night. Alrighty, other than that, the records for January the 20th looks like hottest high would be 70 degrees back in 1951 and 1999. The coldest high would be 9 degrees in 1985. The warmest low would be 58 degrees in 1972, while the coldest low would be 10 below zero in 1985. So it was a cold year today in Jackson back in 1985 with a low of 10 below zero and a high of only 9 degrees. That makes 24 for a low and 34 for a high today seem mentally warmer. even though it was still cold, but a far cry, so to speak, from 10 below to a high of 9. Alright, but it happened back then, 1985. Rainfall record for today would be 3.17 inches of rain in 1954, while the snowfall record would be 3 inches that fell today back in 1983 and 2011. Alright, that's it for the basic climate data. Let me show you a few graphs and that'll be it for the evening. Let me go ahead and show you this one first. I think I still got it up. There's a lunar eclipse taking place here in West Tennessee tonight. I just looked at it a few minutes ago, maybe 10 minutes ago at best, and it's almost complete here in Jackson, Tennessee. As full moon is tonight, of course. The fullest of it's tomorrow night. But tonight is close enough. It sort of starts at 8 p.m. It starts into shadow around 8:36 p.m. A little over almost 2 hours ago. It was half done at 9:33 p.m. and 3/4 of the way done by about 10:22 p.m. and it should be complete around 10:41 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is about 15 minutes ago. Now I looked at it right around 10:45, and it does look pretty good and complete here in Jackson. I wish I had a good camera to take a picture and I'd show it to you. Maybe somebody have one that will share it, and then I can share their picture over with everybody. But again, we are in the process of the total lunar eclipse. It looks like it took it from 8:36 to 10:41, almost 2 hours to be complete. So it might be close to midnight before it's back to normal. Maybe close to midnight before it's back to full again, the moon that is. Because you know it's the reflection of the sunshine, of course, and all. But it's kind of dark out there, not seeing that full moon, and just seeing a little hazy look or blood color, a lot of people call it. All that is due to pollution in the air and particles and stuff like that causing the moon look like that. But I think you already knew that. All right, but then again, the total is going on now. It's going to start going back the other way toward the full moon, being complete closer to midnight here in Jackson, Tennessee, in Central Standard Time, that is. All right, I just want to show you that first. I think it's a cool sight. It's still going to be, I can't remember when the next one takes place, but off the top of my head. But I'm going to go ahead and move on to the radar now. That has expired. That means I'm going to have to redo it over. And there's one thing I can push, kind of refresh the page, and I'll go through all the details on it. I don't know if I really want to go through all that since there's really not a whole lot going on. Let me broaden the picture out so that it'll be quicker to see. Put Henderson Jackson in the center of it. It won't take too long to branch it out quick enough for you to see what I was wanting to show you. And let me get the motion going. Alright, that'd be good enough right there. Alright, there you see nothing in Jackson at the moment. Let me bring this down just a little. There we go. Don't have to lift the box up so far. Nothing going on right now in anywhere near West Tennessee. There's a little snow that tried to form over around Nashville early in the evening, and it's still going on a little bit to the north of Nashville. But that very last frame appears to be showing like it's fizzling out. Now, I did get a call from a friend up in that area earlier in the evening, around 7 o'clock, saying it was snowing where he was. And he was near Nashville. So I thought he was crazy saying that. But according to radar, at least it tried. But then again, that snow may be falling through the atmosphere and evaporating before reaching the ground. Now, not according to that report I had. But there's nothing serious expected up there in Nashville either, especially over here where it's not doing nothing. But even over Nashville should be okay tonight. It looks like it's about gone, according to the very latest time frame on it. Let me get a little bit wider spread here, show you how quickly it dissipated. It doesn't go back for, it really fell that time. Let me pick it back up. I'll hold it temporarily. So you see it's trying to snow a little bit up in West Virginia, and a little bit around Cleveland, Ohio, a little bit around Chicago, and down here as well. And originated out of Missouri, but it's done dissipated so much it really is not showing up too well. But let me go with, let me get this off first. That maximum stuff, I don't know why it's on. And branch out one more time to see the whole nation. I actually got to come out one more time. There we go. And this is last night's snow. It's way up there in Maine and on up into Canada, raining along the coast, of course. And it's not doing too much in the U.S. right now. Might be a little no, that's not precipitation because it's not moving. Then tried to show a little bit about around Nashville, but it's gone now. The only other precipitation's out west in California and the northern Rocky states, northern Plains states, Rocky Mountains, Smoky Mountains, way up north. Other than that, but nothing here, of course. And nothing's expected tonight either, no more at least. And that other really wasn't expected either. But I'm not 100% sure that that even made it to the ground. Let me get back a little bit closer to home for me. That would be West Tennessee for me, of course. Nothing anywhere nearby that's of any significance. Alright, gives you one more look at this one. And it's not going to show the one I saw a little earlier. But that's alright. What little dab was trying to show up there is dissipated. Alright, let me move on to the satellite picture. And it's showing essentially the same thing. You get the loop going again. And show you the whole nation. And you bring it over to get more of the nation in it. And show you basically a few little high thin clouds going through middle and east Tennessee, just bypassing Jackson in West Tennessee. They're coming out of Iowa down through Missouri and Illinois and moving southeast, and then curving back around to the east toward Virginia. And that's going to continue on tonight. We should have a pretty day again tomorrow. More clouds moving in from Texas and Oklahoma and Kansas eventually. And more clouds out west, as you can see, and fairly fair out northwest a part of the country. Alright, that's the latest satellite picture. Let's look at the national forecast. Oh, let me show you. I've already showed you this. National forecast maps. Make sure this is today's. This shows you the area of snow that I was talking about earlier that moved into near Nashville. It's gone now. And this was made back around 3 p.m. And this shows you what the map looked like around 3 p.m. today. Let me show you the rest of the country real quick. And then I'll move on to tomorrow morning's forecast map, which is as of 3:50 p.m. Make sure that's tomorrow's. Yeah. Monday morning's map looks like this. I'm just going to let you look at it without describing. Might save a little time on the video. Alright, that's again tomorrow morning's forecast map. National Weather Services. I might have to emphasize that. And this is Tuesday morning's forecast map for the U.S. This rain they have encircled or dotted around, actually probably wait till Tuesday night for here in Jackson to move in. A little after sunset probably. Even though they have it earlier than that on this map. I think it'll wait till Tuesday night. More on that when we get to the actual detailed forecast. Alright, there you see the map for Tuesday morning. Not really all that bad necessarily. Alright, speaking of the detailed forecast, let's move on to that now. And I'll turn the camera around and read it to you and give you a couple of days, and I think I'll call it for the night since I'm running kind of a little late here and it's already 11 o'clock at my time. Mostly clear skies, of course, tonight and tomorrow. Got a beautiful lunar eclipse going on here in Jackson as I speak. And I'm trying to get the color to adjust. It doesn't want to do that yet. Low tomorrow morning near 21 degrees. High tomorrow about 39 degrees. East winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. The moon will be setting tomorrow morning at 6:28 a.m. The sun will be coming up tomorrow morning at 7:01 a.m. 7:02, I'm sorry. And be setting at 5:11 p.m. tomorrow night. And the moon will be rising tomorrow evening at 5:59 p.m. and be setting at 7:25 a.m. Tuesday morning. And even though the full moon is practically full tonight, it will be completely full tomorrow night. Alright, let me see. Tuesday, mostly cloudy most of the day. Then a 90% chance of rain to be setting in by Tuesday night. Low near 30, high 52, with south winds at 15 to 25 miles per hour. A little windy on Tuesday. Wednesday continued mostly cloudy with a 90% chance of more rain until Wednesday night, then becoming fair. Low of 41, high of 47, with northwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And finally fair by Thursday and Friday, mostly fair both days. Low of 24 Thursday morning, high of 43, west winds at 10 to 20. Low of 17 Friday morning, and a high of 31 with north winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Then back to mostly cloudy skies on Saturday with low of 23 and a high of 38 with southwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. I do believe that'd be it for tonight. I think I'm going to let it go at that since I am running kind of late. I appreciate you checking in, listening and watching and subscribing, and I hope to be a little bit back on schedule by tomorrow night. And until then, have a good and safe night, everybody, and God bless you.